Le Book, it's all been about high quality. It's a one-stop shop when you come to Connections.
Yeah, Le Book, it's a great network.
I know this is all about business, but I'm having way too much fun for it to be classified only as business.
Being here today is almost like being in a speed dating.
New York is back and the book is back.
An event like Connections is absolutely quality and needed.
It's been interesting to meet a lot of brands that are wanting to get into the space.
Yeah, it's been really awesome to be here at Le Book.
Pleasure to be here live and in person.
There's so much opportunity, and that's what makes it exciting. So I'm definitely happy to be a part of that. I'm Mark Brown. I'm the CEO for the US branch of Le Book. I've been in the media business for about 25 years. Started out on a photography magazine, Photo District News, and I've been at Le Book since early 2019. Le Book was launched back in 1982 by Veronique Calassa, and essentially it was a source book, right? And it was a source book that was heavily focused on beauty, fashion, luxury, cosmetics, and it featured some of the top photographers in Europe at the time. 2005, we decided to bring the book to life, and now we're doing Connections events, and we do these events 12 times a year.
I quickly got into a lot of the sort of headlines because to that point, and even to today, there's not a lot of fine artists who have really transitioned into that space in a meaningful way.
I'm really excited to be here today at Le Book and talk about NFTs. I'm a filmmaker. I'm not a technologist or a blockchain expert. Hopefully some of the other people on the panel can provide that, but I've been working on a new documentary film following NFT artists around the world. It's been really incredible to see this revolution happen. I believe it's real. I think it's going to change a lot of the way that the art ecosystem works and probably other industries as well. So excited to share a little bit of what we're learning here, and I hope to bring more people into the ecosystem and also talk about some of the challenges, environmental concerns, and other issues around NFTs.
So I think the value of seeing colleagues, people that you're working with on projects, meeting some of these vendors producing amazing work, anything from print to digital to motion, production, post-production, CGI, animation. It's a one-stop shop when you come to Connections.
NFT.
What you're saying is pure crapola.
Matt just sold at Christie's for $69 million. $1 billion. They're up more than 7,000%.
Digital art is here to stay.
And they're willing to buy anything. It's a total panic. Yes, a million, 1,000, 2,000, 8,000.
What exactly is the climate impact?
It's wrong. It's essentially the world's west.
Don't worry, Robert.
What does the future look like?
You know, the format of Connections is this. You have the vendor, the exhibitor, right? So that's anyone producing any of the content. We ask them to come to the show with 2 projects. These 2 projects are their submissions for the Creative Awards. That basically plugs into component number 2, the jury. Now, the jury has become probably the heart and soul of what we do, and they come, they meet with the exhibitors, they look at the projects, and they score the projects for the Creative Awards. But at the back of their mind, they're also looking at these projects and these exhibitors as potentially people that they can work with. And then the third component, we have attendees. Anyone in the creative food chain at a brand or an agency who is part of sourcing content. So that's why they would come to Le Book.
My name is Alex Saw. I'm the head of creative for SkinCeuticals, which is a brand owned by L'Oreal. There's a lot of brands that are not here anymore, right? A lot of agencies are gone. They've merged, disappeared, whatever. So by virtue of the fact that they're here, they have done whatever it took to survive, but also thrive.
I see that project in connection happen maybe many times easily, and see potential in what's happening in that agency, what project they're working on, but big project to come to life, they take long time.
Think of us as a group of art directors and photographers and designers, retouchers, etc., producers that in the end, have a singular goal to create and produce amazing content. So that's who we are, and the ability to really deliver content across that, that omni-channel platform for our clients has been amazing, right? That plug and play scenario, and we can slot in wherever our clients want, from strategy, on through to post-production.
We're ultimately wanting to use NFTs as a gateway drug, so people understand what decentralization is and what Web3 and Ethereum is, because especially when you're not tech native, or even if you are, it's a really hard technology to explain. And also the stories of artists around the world, like all you need is a crypto wallet, artistic creativity, and anyone around the world with an internet connection can start selling and buying NFTs. And we've seen it completely transform the lives of artists all around the world from every age.
And what's interesting about the promise of NFTs that we're exploring in this film is it removes all of those institutions and creates a direct connection between the artist and the collector through the blockchain. Shot this film all over the world. We've met young artists in Nigeria who are selling their work to collectors in the US and paying their way through college and coming from humble families with this technology. And so that to me is really inspiring as an artist.
I was doing Le Book for about 10 years before the pandemic, maybe a little less. And I really credit Le Book with the success of me having a presence in New York. I live in San Francisco, and by consistently coming to the event in New York, and then we would add on Chicago and Minneapolis, and it really allowed me to make a name for myself in a city that I would only travel to once or twice a year otherwise.
My name is Elizabeth Pratt, and I work for Canon USA. They've done this really safely, and people are willing to come out when they know that
everyone's vaccinated,
handled in a smart way.
Le Book has been amazing, and the diversity of the types of brands are amazing. So it used to be fashion, beauty, cosmetics, luxury. Now it's anything from travel, entertainment, aerospace, healthcare. NFTs, so we follow the market, right? And in my background, coming from a photo background, I remember seeing, let's just say, the plight of the commercial photographer. And in coming to a show like this, joining a brand like Le Book, I can see the other side to it, right? Because it's all about what the client wants. And the client wants a multitude of solutions, photography being one of them, but not everything.
So I've been doing Le Book for a few years now, and one of the things that I really have always loved about it is the different perspectives that you get from all these different agencies, that are all over the world, really. And so we're bringing them all in one place together and getting to really have perspectives of different kinds of casting, of different ethnicities, backgrounds, even abilities on our bodies. Saw some really interesting stuff all throughout there, and we're always really trying to be at the forefront with those kinds of things. Also, I'm really excited about what's happening with AR and VR, and seeing the agencies here that are doing some really incredible projects with that is really inspiring.
It has been an interesting experience. LeBook, this is my first time attending the event. Didn't really know what to expect. Coming in, being a solo photographer here, amongst all the agencies, it was kind of overwhelming at first. But I found my lane as the day went on. Met some really great people, and it's a priceless experience.
We can have a vision for a client, but we need the talents and the tools of people that are represented in this room to make that vision come to life.
So my objective in coming here was to connect with like-minded creatives so that I can really develop some outstanding marketing that's really compelling from a social impact perspective, but from a high fashion perspective as well. My goal is to marry those two worlds.
My name is Madeline. I work on the marketing side at B&H. I deal with a lot of the photographers in person. It's always really good to get out and meet these people in person on the road and talk with them.
You know, the Connections experience is all about inspiration, creativity, networking, and of course, business. Walking around the show floor inspires the hell out of me. Honestly, I would describe myself probably as, I'm a people person. I love people, I love talking to people. Kind of like waking up and knowing that we have a Connections happening and seeing some of this amazing work and kind of stopping to smell the roses, that's key.